Just east of Orlando, Florida, you will find the Fort Christmas Historical Park. This free park, which is open year-round, has much to offer. There is a picnic area, a large playground, areas to play tennis, baseball, and basketball, and best of all, a replica fort and historic buildings from the late 1800s to the 1950s. We begin at the fort. This full-size replica gives you an idea of what stood in this area almost 200 years ago. Construction on the original fort began on December 25, 1837, hence Fort Christmas. The fort was one of many built during the Second Seminole War, a war between the United States and Seminole Indians that lasted from 1835 to 1842. Inside the fort, you will find several well-curated exhibits. One of them, seen here, showcases information about life at the fort, weapons that would have been used by its defenders, and artifacts that have been found in the area. The fort also contains an exhibit about early settlers. This exhibit includes these information boards, which trace the history of several families that have lived in the area since the 1800s. If you'd like to see how these early families lived, there's a large section of the park displaying early homes from the area. This two-room home dates from the 1870s. Almost all of the homes in the park contain furnishings to give you an idea of what it was like to live there all those years ago. Here's a home from 1905. If you want a break from touring homes, visit the hen house and see the chickens milling about. Here's a home from 1927. The most recent home at the park is from the 1950s. Being the most recent, it has many of the amenities that we recognize. Perhaps the most interesting room in the home is a child's bedroom with all its vintage toys. In addition to the homes, you can also tour a vintage post office and, perhaps most interesting of all, an old schoolhouse. This schoolhouse was operated between 1906 and 1969. It harkens back to a simpler time, a time when life moved slower and was not dominated by technology. To connect to those who attended this school, you can read stories from its students. Stories about riding to school in a horse-drawn wagon, attending school without shoes, and wrestling the principal. So if you're looking to get outside, enjoy a picnic, or interested in history, you'll find it all at the Fort Christmas Historical Park.